So the best of 2020 tag team tournaments has come down to this. We started out with the 8 of the top teams that are eligible for the tournament, as we already had the tag team titles and the champions debuted, had their successful title defense against the World's End, and we also saw OK Thank You, and they're retiring and chasing out of Luke Skywalker and company. So taking them out of the equation, we had the rest of the tag teams take part in this, and of course with Jeff Shine out of the picture, of course Frank had no choice but to ask his son to join him, and of course he was not going to turn down the opportunity to work alongside his dad. So Frankie Jr. turning up with Frank Shine to keep the legacy alive of the Shine Incorporated. And of course, Brock and Boston. What can you say about that? The amazing thing that they're doing right now. The win over the Stritzel Fight Club, one of the most dominant tag teams ever. The mean streak also, I might say. I can definitely see the difference in which they're using. As it's come down to this, folks. It's on. And Frank Shine's going to start things off against Brock. Again. Going for an armbar. See them utilizing the same type of tactics. Hey, don't break what's not fixed, huh? Don't fix what's not broken, rather. That's what I've come to find. As Brock now has turned this around again. And it's on. And Brock with a pile driver. And they like the country music. And they like their social media platforms. Of course, Frank Shine is an inventor and an innovator. Uh-oh. Sent to the corner. There's the tag to Frank Jr. off the ropes. Double clothesline, finds the mark. Into the cover. Gets a 2 count only. And Frankie Jr. dropping the elbow into the heart of Boston. And, of course, Boston, known for being Boston strong. Helped up. Ooh. Frankie Jr. showing that he has got that ability. He's all excited. There was the tag, though, to Brock, and that might have just distracted him long enough. It was the inexperience, I believe, that just caused him to lose focus. And, of course, he should be proud of himself. But, of course, you cannot turn your back on your opponent at any point, because the result will be utter chaos. As Frankie Jr. has reversed now, and Boston is the one that's getting it. Snap nair. A lot of people would say that the Shine Brothers upset the Lucky Ones, or the Shine Incorporated were the ones who had pulled off an upset victory over the Lucky Ones, Jack and Tim. And then, of course, that last match where they defeated the Chrisleys, when it looked like the Chrisleys were doing, referee getting, that's a little suspicious there by the referee. Referee coincidentally got in the way, clumsy referee, just as Frankie Jr. was about to maybe come in there and squash. Just as it looked like he was going to squash Brock in the corner, the referee just happened to fall, blocking him from taking the impact. I mean, we know you want to win, but could it be that they had the referee involved here? So again, much like the rest of our show, there will be no question who is the greatest tag team, much like the singles tournament, which will be our main event. Frank pushed off by Boston. Boston now caught in an armbar. Tremendous work. And Boston now utilizing his skill by getting out of that one right quick. And a body slam. Boston right back up. The clothesline, which Frank just laughed at. The size difference in age gap right here is going to be the deciding factor on this one. And now Boston taking back control of this thing by Frank going to the outside. Boston's excited. Can't be really that excited if you haven't done much. Inside cradle, but again, the pinfall and the submission has to happen in the ring. Boston getting a little overzealous there. Oh, sent into his own brother. And again sent into his brother. And again. And now back into the ring. Boston's moving, uses a speed. Nice maneuver there by Boston. I don't quite know what that was. Almost a variation, almost like a variation. Oh, takedown there. And Boston battled back in. Here comes Frankie Jr. again. Oh, misses the shoulder block. Uh-oh, Boston couldn't follow up, and that might be a mistake. Power bomb by Frankie Jr. Frankie Jr. was the MVP of the Team Warfare match where the Shine Brothers teamed up with former star John Walker, the trucker, who has since gone on the road. Frankie Jr. stalking his prey. Unbelievable heart by both of these teams. Uh-oh, Boston caught Frankie. Pile driver. So this is our finals, and this is what it's all come down to. I don't think it's ever surprising here that it would go like this. Takedown there. Frankie Jr. gets a 1 count on Brock. What is also wise is the amount of tagging you have in and out. That is very smart by both teams to keep the fresh man in. And Frankie Jr. again looking to get his dad back in there. But Brock not paying a lot of attention to that. Oh, he cut him off. But no, Frankie rolls through. Fist to the face right there. Ooh, a nice standing drop kick. Showing the athleticism of the young man from Jacksonville, Tennessee. So Brock on the ropes. Back suplex. Textbook right there by... And there is a fist drop there. And Frankie Jr. now wisely pulling Brock away from the ring, from his brother, able to get a tag team, preventing him to get the tag. Sorry about that, not a lot of caffeine yet. As Frankie Jr. just powerbombed Brock. Brock's had enough. Here comes Boston back in. And the B team, catches Frankie coming in with a clothesline. And Boston now front face lock. Standing delayed vertical suplex. Uh-oh, Frankie said, I don't think so. You can't see me. And a right hand has dropped Boston. Now measuring Boston. What does Frankie Jr. have in mind here? He's up. The FU. And Boston kicks out at 1, at 2. Unbelievable near fall. Frankie can't believe it. He's frustrated, but he is all fired up. Off the rope. Shoulder block. Another shoulder block. That referee needs to stay out of the way. He's a terrible referee, I'm just saying. He's already cost Frankie Jr. once by getting in the way, and this time Frankie Jr. would not allow to have that happen. Frankie Jr. down. Uh-oh, 5-knuckle shuffle coming up. Bang, and there it is. Junior into the corner. Oh, and Brock was right there to break the count. But getting measured again is Boston. And up again. Another FU into the cover. And Frankie Jr. picks up the first fall on Boston. So, Stritzel Fight Club weren't able to mount a lot of the points together because the B team kept on coming strong and fast. It seems like the Shine Brothers had a strategy coming in here, and they are utilizing it very well. Strike hard, strike fast. Must have been training at the Cobra Kai dojo. As Frankie helps him up. That might have been a mistake right there. There's a pile driver by Boston, who's going to need to get his brother in there maybe, as he's egging Frankie Jr. down. He's down, though. Not going for a cover is a mistake. Uh-oh. And Jr. face first into the mat. And measuring Boston. I guess he decided not to do so. Now he's going to the high rent district. You don't see this often by Frankie Jr. Drops an elbow into the heart. And the second one. And Frankie Jr., just like he did in that tag team warfare match, has taken control of this by defeating the B team. And Frank Jr. and Frank Sr., known as the Shine Incorporated, have cemented this amazing legacy tonight alone by becoming the team of 2010. So the top team of 2020, and credit goes to the Stritzel, it goes to the Shine Brothers Incorporated. However, Frankie Sr. and Frankie Jr. are the ones who picked up the wins. The father-son duo are the ones who defeated the brotherly duo of Brock and Boston, the B team, in the finals. Very, very thrilling match to watch. Of course, Frank's wife and Frankie Jr.'s mother, Sonia Shine, winning the F4L Icon Women's Championship earlier. So congratulations. There you see the end result of the tournament. You see the ups and the downs and the tribulations. Amazing work by everyone involved. Everyone should be proud. And it's only going to get even better with all of the exciting teams coming and going and whatnot. So what a great way to end a tournament of 2020. The best tag team goes to the Shine Incorporated. So with that,